All right, guys. In this video, we're going to do questions 6, 7, 8, and 9. But I'm going to do it out of order because I'm looking at it now. I hadn't put the review sheet in the correct order. We're going to do questions 7 and 8 first. Then we're going to do questions 6 and 9. Now, it says here for number 7 first. Provide an appropriate response. There are 13 people on the committee, and 8 of them are women. What is the ratio of the number of women to the number of men on the committee? Under the assumption that we're talking about binary, men and women for this situation, we know we have 13 people in total. If 8 of them are women, that means the other 5 must be men. So it says, what is the ratio of the number of women to the number of men on the committee? Well, to write the ratio, that's going to be 8 women to 5 men. Now, other alternative answers that you will see will be 8 to 5, we can also see using the colons 8 to 5, and then we can write that as a fraction, which is 8 over 5. And that is the answer for number 7. Now, let's do number 8. And number 8 is going to have the proportion 3 divided by x minus 1 is equal to 7 divided by x plus 2. And a proportion is when two ratios are equal to each other. And we're going to need our ratios and how to perform proportions to answer questions 6 and 9. Let's zoom in here. Get a better look. All right. In order to solve for a missing variable when it comes to proportion, we want to perform cross multiplication. So what does that mean? I'm going to multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. So that's going to be 3 in parentheses, x plus 2. And we're going to set that equal to, when we multiply the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction, 7 times, in parentheses, x minus 1. And then now we're going to perform distributive property. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 2 is positive 6. Equals to 7 times x is 7x. 7 times 1 is negative 7. Now, let's solve for x. Let's first subtract. You know what? Let's keep x positive. We're going to subtract 3x from both sides. All right. These canceled out. So I'm left with 6 is equal to 7x minus 3x. That's 4x. Now, before I continue, put my minus 7 down here. Remember, the goal is to get x by itself. Let's add 7 to both sides. 6 plus 7 is 13. These cancel out. We have 4x on the right side. Let me zoom out. Should have put more room in this PDF. Let's go up here. 4x is equal to 13. Divide both sides by 4. Should have put that in red, actually. X equals to 13 over 4. We can't simplify this any further. leave it as the improper fraction. Unless the multiple choice is in decimal, but we're going to leave it as this. So hopefully, guys, number 7 made sense. Number 8 made sense. Now we're going to take care of number 6 and 9. Number 6. Dr. Wong can see 12 patients in 3 hours. At this rate, how long would it take her to see 72 patients? Man, I can't even read that good today. All right. Let's look here. 12 patients in 3 hours, right? Let's set this up as a ratio. 12 patients to 3 hours. It says at this rate. That means the rate is the same. How long would it take her to see 72 patients? So to see 72 patients, we're right now going to compare that to X number of hours. Let's set this up as a ratio. Let's write this as 12 patients to 3 hours and set that equal to 72 patients to X hours. And the reason why I'm not writing the units is because if you notice, the units line up with each other. And now we're going to cross multiply. And remember, X represents hours. So 12 times X is 12X. And that's going to equal to 3 times 72. And that is 216. To get X by itself, we can divide both sides by 12. X equals to 18. And remember, this is X hours, so the answer is 18 hours. Now, there's another way that we could have done this as well. You see how my patients line up with each other and my hours line up with each other? Well, I can write my ratio as the following. Just an alternative way to get the same answer. But I want the bigger number on top. I'm going to put the blue terms on top. We can say this can be the ratio of 72. I put 17. 72 over 12 equals to, but keep the pattern the same. That's going to be X over 3. And then, once again, you can still cross multiply. Same result. So, 72 times 3, that's going to be 216. 12 times X is 12X. Divide both sides by 12. 18 equals to X. And that still is 18 hours. All right, guys, let's go on to number 9. It says, a self-tanning lotion advertised that a 4-ounce bottle will provide 5 applications. Sarah found a great deal on a 13-ounce bottle of self-tanning lotion she has been using. Based on the advertisement claims, how many applications of the self-tanner should Sarah expect? Round down to a whole number. All right. Ratio. A 4-ounce bottle, comparing that to 5 applications. She buys a 13-ounce bottle. And based on the advertisement, we're comparing that to X number of applications. Let's set this up as a ratio. We can write this as 4 over 5 is equal to 13 over x. I don't know if you can hear them outside, but they're playing Spanish music. Anyways, let's cross multiply. 4 times x. Let's do that in red. 4 times x. That's 4x. That's equal to 5 times 13. That's 65. To get x by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 4. It says you want to round to a whole number. So let's divide these two. 65 divided by 4 is 16.25. And because it wants us to round down to a whole number, we can expect 16 applications. Actually, let's write it down here. 16 applications. All right, guys, that is it to this video. Hope you understood it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you understand why I decided to do the questions out of order. Although when I created the review sheet, I put them out of order. Take care.